Alright, and welcome back for Game 3. This is with the JIEWAS Wolves versus the JIEWAS Bulls. We've seen two big games so far, with the leader Tigers and the Canoe Hippos really showing their dominance and their strength in this competition with very strong wins. So we'll see how this game goes, where either one of these teams trying to do the same, replicate of strong first performance. Everyone's coming into the middle for player introductions. All right, and joining me for the first half of this game is Blue Helmet, Lucas Kudaba. How are you, Lucas?
Tired.
Yeah.
But excited.
Big game, that first one. How did you feel?
Felt good. We did a lot of mistakes, but otherwise it was a good experience.
That's good. All right, introducing these players. Number 1 from Poland for the Wolves, Cezary Salomonik. Number 3 from Switzerland, Dario Stern. Number 5 from Germany, Paul Zukau. Number 7 from Lithuania,
Andrius Kmelauskas.
Number 10 from Taiwan, Chao Zuzing. Number 11 from Switzerland, Andreas Hug. Number 12 from Great Britain, David McVeigh. For the JIEWAS Bulls, number 1, Po Yu Zwan. Number 3, Olli Sibeki from Germany. Number 4 from the Netherlands, Stivo Hogele. Number 6 from Northern Ireland, Zeke Wilson. Number 8 from Russia, Vladimir Satarov. Number 9 from Hungary, Geza Zuks. And number 10 from New Zealand, the captain, Anthony Barronson Vanui. Alright, interesting game this will be. We've had two very one-sided games so far. Fortunately, one of them against you, Lucas, but what are your predictions for this game?
I'm actually not sure. These don't seem like very odd-matched teams. They seem like an evenly matched match.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We've got a few strong players on both teams, a few key playmakers. Anyone that you think that the other team should watch out for on both teams?
Interestingly, I think number 1 from the Wolves, Cesar, could be a matchmaker, because I have played against him before, and he sometimes shows up very good. So he could be a difference maker, for sure. Zeke Wilson from Northern Ireland for the Bulls, also a very good playmaker, especially inside, very strong, can take a position very well and then shoot easily. I think that's the two key players I think could pop off this game.
Yeah, so got some very strong shooters in there as well. Stivo Hogele from the Netherlands, very strong shooter in their practice games. And Olli for Germany, representing Germany in under 21 on numerous occasions. Really strong player with a good shot. Wolves have got some strong players as well. The Swiss duo of Dario and Andreas, really have to watch out for them.
Interestingly, the Swiss players, this tournament, seem to have a lot of energy, way more than any other players on the pitch. If you take a look at them, every time they play, they paddle non-stop. Seems like they have infinite energy.
Yeah. Anthony Barronson, captain for the JIEWAS Bulls there on screen in his warm-up. taking control of this team. Got quite a mix on the Bulls, so really interesting to see how they're gelling together. We see Po in goals for the Bulls there as well. Strong goalkeeper from Singapore.
A good playmaker as well on offense. Good court vision. Knows how to pass.
Down the other end, we have David McBay in goals for the Wolves. He's the CPS rep for the UK. So good to see him over here with the team in China.
Trying out the merch.
Yep. Right, for those of you tuning in that missed the first two games, this is the third game. We had some strong games in the first ones with the Leader Tigers and the Canoe Hippos winning comfortably. We also have a few rule changes from standard canoe polo rules. So in these games, we do have a couple of things different. The start charges, if there are any fouls on the starts, it is an instant yellow card to that team. So if anyone goes early, then it will be a yellow card, and that team will have to start a player down for the first 2 minutes. All yellow cards are for the full 2 minutes. There are no power plays. We will be running timeouts through the halves as well, which will be called when the ball is out of play. And the penalty for the CPSL has changed to a hockey-style penalty, where the player starts at halfway with the goalkeeper in place, and they have 10 seconds to paddle towards goal and to shoot the ball. Few interesting changes there. We've seen a penalty in the first game that Sami Hapeta scored. We've seen a few yellow cards so far as well. And we've seen a lot of timeouts being used, some to some great advantage as well. Both teams just about to wrap up their warm-up to get together for one final chat and the team chant, and then we'll get this game underway. Dario Stern from Switzerland there, number 3, captain for the Wolves. Some final words in the chant to get them going. Alright, as both players line up, we're ready to go. and we're underway with the charge start. Oh, and Dario Stern from Switzerland has won it. Looks like the Wolves will start an attack. Yeah. Alright, so Wolves coming in. They're starting aggressive with playing two inside, three on the outside. No opening there, so they're cycling the ball back round. Going down the centre. There's a foul there. We need to attack down that right hand side now.
Ooh,
and the early shot blocked. Ball is still in, so the Wolves will retain it. Mario Stern just sending it back out, resetting play. Oh, and there's a loose mistake there that's trying to be punished. But the Wolves retain it. Ooh, another shot, but blocked by Poe in goals. David just taking the corner, setting up the play. Ball's now to the left, looking for a shot, but nothing open. Too many paddles, coming back out again. Back on the left. Paul and Suzing just on that left-hand side, trying to find an opening. Ball's back round onto the right to David.
Ooh, long shot. Very short. Blocked by the defenders.
Suzing just trying to create some space on that left-hand side. Dario's trying to swing around, passes it off. Risky pass doesn't get through, so now the Bulls have possession. Trying to look to break fast. The loose pass there, but Stivo Hergele still's got the ball. Back to Poe. Yeah, they're taking their time.
The Wolves appear to be playing 4-man line. Oh, no, the Pistons coming out.
Looks like a very tight 2-2, almost a flat 4. And the shot is blocked. Excellent shot there by Poe. Just driving down the centre. Alright, another attack here. Ollie's just looking for the pass and wins the foul. Gonna set up and take it. See whether he goes for the shot or tries to feed it into the centre. Goes for the shot, but too many paddles and Wolves win the ball. Looking for that fast break. Cesari down the right. He sends it and pulls all by himself. Poe's back in goals though, so see if he can get it through. And he can! Goal! First goal of the game to the Wolves. Number 5. Paul Sakau from Germany. Very fast counter-attack there. There's 4 minutes for our first goal. Very different to the last 2 games, which are high scoring. So we'll see how many goals this game does give us over the full 20 minutes. Bulls now looking to create a wedge. And Gaza's just going through, trying to find some space, but doesn't win the foul. And Wolves are on the counter again. And another goal to number 5, Paul. risky play from the Bulls there, having everyone forward, and paid off for the Wolves being able to get that counter attack. 2-0 to the Wolves now. Bulls will look to try and get the game back on their terms. Zeke Wilson's is passing ball off. Over to Stivo, back to Wilson. Back to Hergele. Into the centre. Through to Anthony. Fakes the shot and sends it back out again. Stivo's got the ball on the right. Sends it back over to Zeke. He's fast into the centre. Trying to find some space, but nothing there. Comes back out again. Stivo with a quick shot. Not on target, but does get the deflection for the corner. Another 60 seconds on the shot clock for them to use. Try and see if they can get one back on the scoreboard. Gazer down the centre. Feeds it through to Anthony. Has the shot, but the foul has already been called. Goalie foul. And now the fast break, sending it through. Down to Su Sing, who manages to keep it even going under. Wolves have some space here, see what they can do with it. Davis now just saying to slow it down a bit. Take their time. They're 2-0 up. They don't need to rush it. Wolves just taking it down the left now. Dario seeing if there's some space. Takes the shot, but blocked. Radoslavs sends it across. Again, Bulls trying to see if they can get it up the pitch with speed. The shot goes high, so it's a Wolves ball. Bulls just probably taking a little too fast. You get the game back on their terms, spend a bit of time in attack. Working really hard in defense, doing a good job, but it must be tiring for them. Nice interception there from Anthony. And a bit of a timeout. Looks like it was a pretty dangerous hand tackle there. So I think the refs are just going to have a bit of a chat. And they've given a yellow card. Yellow card to number 5 on the Wolves. And the Bulls have called a timeout. Really going to be having a good chat about what they can do and how they can make the most of this advantage. They've got the full 2 minutes with the yellow and the one less player for the opposition. So see what they can do with it. Wolves on the other hand, David Bay here having a good chat with his team, just trying to come up with a bit of a plan, see what they can do. The person down, player down. If you're the Wolves here, what are you saying to your team here, Lucas?
Play it safe. Try to burn as much time as possible because they're up ahead 2-0. So they don't need to rush to get the ball. Try to play it safe, especially if the Bulls decide not to pressure. They should just burn the shot clock and use as much time as possible. And on defense, just work hard, keep it tight, because both of the goals scored were fast breaks. Positional attacks don't seem to be working for either of the teams. So all they need to do is just work, paddle, and try and block.
We'll see how the Bulls go. They've been taking advantage of the timeout in their practice games learning how to use it the best, and it's paid off with both their timeouts, resulting in very fast goals. And the same here. Number 9, Geza Zux from Hungary, getting that goal straight after the timeout.
The right corner appears to be his favorite. He's dealing these shots for the entirety of scrimmages, and shooting these and hitting these all over. And the Bulls decide not to pressure, so the Wolves do as I've said, and try and play it safe, burn some time.
Stevo just asking a little bit of the opposition, just testing them out.
It appears the Bulls are thinking of pressuring.
Yep, so they've switched to a chasing 2-2. So they've still got a couple of defenders out, but now they're switching again with 4 pressing outs. They've still got Poe in goals, I believe. But the others, they're working hard, trying to win the ball back. Wolves working hard to keep it. Dario trapped in the corner there a bit. Loose ball, and Anthony Baranson for the Bulls is trying to win it back, but Cesare from Poland on the Wolves has managed to keep it for them. So they've got a bit more time and a bit more breathing space now. Trying to make the most of the time with the ball until they get that 5th player back on. Here we see the Bulls pressuring again, and it looks like they have won the ball with advantage played, and the goal is scored. Excellent play from Stevo Högele, number 4.
What a difficult shot, turning sideways.
And there's that powerful arm that we said at the start. Very strong shooter there. Only Dutch player at CPSL Season 1 at the moment. I think we have a few more joining us for Season 2. And now the Wolves are back up to 5. So instantly the tempo of the game speeds up as they look to get back into this game. Andreas Hug from Switzerland with the shot there, but blocked out for a corner. So Wolves playing with 2 inside, trying to create some space. Cesare taking the corner, taking the dribble, coming in from the right, switching it across to the left. With Paul getting that awesome pass inside. We'll see whether Andreas can get it. 2 bars, but no, it did not go in. So Bulls with a fast break. Stevo to Zeke. Oh, Zeke's just lost it. See if he can win it back. He's still got it. Bulls are still in possession. Working hard. Now they're just slowing it down a little bit. They'll take their time, set up an attack.
Seconds left, so they probably will play it out, try and get the last shot in, try and score the goal.
Use as much time as possible. We saw in the first game that there was a buzzer beater from over halfway, so they want to make sure that they don't concede an unnecessary goal in the last second. We've only got 1 or 2 seconds left, so they're going to take the corner really quickly. I believe that the timer on the screen may have run out, but we do have 1 or 2 seconds left, so there will hopefully be just enough time for the corner to be taken and a shot to be sent off. Ollie from Germany, number 3, taking the corner, gets the pass off, and the shot's off, but it's blocked, and it is half time. So interesting first half here with the Wolves 2, Bulls 2. Great use of that timeout and the extra man with the yellow card to the Wolves. The Bulls managed to get 2 back. They were 2-0 to start with, but they got back into this game. It'll be interesting to see what the chats they have at the second and half time and the second half, what that brings for us.
Uh, the Bulls would probably, what they would do is.
All right, and we're just about to start the second half of this game. Joining me briefly is Evan Kong, one of our referees. Hello, Evan.
Hi, Jade. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Enjoying this game. It's much closer than the previous two.
Yeah, this game is pretty intense compared to the last two.
Yeah. Do I have to ask you, how did it go refereeing the first two games?
It's pretty straightforward games, the first two. Easy to control.
Yeah.
Players were good. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
A little bit of confusion around the that goal on the siren at the end of the first half of the first game.
The buzzer beater shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the goal was allowed in the end after checking the video. So no argument about it.
Yeah. So the rule is that as long as the ball is left the hand.
If it's in flight and the buzzer sounds, the goal will be allowed.
Yeah.
Just like basketball.
Yeah. Yes, we see plenty of those. So we'll see whether we have any more in the season 1 of the CPSL. So starting the second half now. Both teams are lined up. The charge starts ready to go.
And here we go.
All right. Both number 3s going for it. Dario and Ollie. And Ollie for the Bulls wins it. So the Bulls are going to start. They had a very strong second half there. Second half of the first half, that is. So we'll see if they can keep that momentum going. Wolves will be looking to get the game back on their terms. Very fast goal shot there from Stivo Högele. Blocked out for a corner.
Defenders are giving no chance to the orange players.
Yeah, Wolves are holding a really tight defence. So Bulls just sending it around the other side. Gazer just feeding it into Anthony.
Oh, looks like it's a paddle foul there.
Yep, so Anthony wins the paddle foul there, right in front of goal. Or not. No, it's a turnover. No. And Wolves have it. Got quite a few people there, so let's see whether they can make the most of it. And they
scores.
can. Goal to the Wolves, number 11, Andreas Hug from Switzerland. A very fast transition there.
Wolves are up by 1 goal again.
Alright, Bulls looking to again settle into this attack. Very aggressive attack from the Bulls. Looking at 2 in to create some wedges and some driving space. Again, the Wolves really strong, getting everyone in between the attack and the goal. Oh, lucky save there from Polo. And the ball's back out again. Ollie and Gazer. Gazer takes the shot. But there was a foul beforehand, so there will be a turnover. The Wolves bringing it up the field. Su Zing and David McVeigh taking their time as the rest of their players get up. Dario driving down the left, looking for an option, feeding it into the centre for Su Zing. Trying to feed it through to David, but it's not there. Now Cesari and Vladislav on the right are trying to fight for it, and there's some space created in the centre.
Spectacular goal.
Awesome goal.
Right out to Zing from Chinese Taipei.
Number 10. Alright, so the Bulls 2 goals down again. See what they can do. We need to be a little bit more inventive in attack. It's not quite getting through the Wolves defence. Shot blocked there, and turnover. Wolves have got the ball. Number 7, Andreas. They're taking their time again, really making the most of that shot clock. Alright, the Wolves back in it again. Driving down the right. Cesari. Trying to feed it across. Ball makes it just. Andreas is looking for that option, but it's not there. Now it's fed it through to David, but it's being turned around, so he sends it back out again. And there's a timeout being called from the referees. A bit of confusion here. I think they're discussing with the scoreboard about something. Brief pause, and we'll be back into it. Here we go. Wolves in attack again. Driving down the centre, trying to see if they can feed that ball through to their inside players. But it's loose ball, goes out for a goal line. So Bulls with the ball now, trying to look again to try and get the ball up the field quickly. Vladislav Sadzarov passing through. Zeke has a bit of space, but it's shut down by the defence. Sends it back out to set up again. Coming down the centre is Polo, and the shot is in.
Nice shot from Polo.
Nice one. Getting back 3 for the Bulls. Wolves are ahead by 1. 4. Joining me now is Mark Huang from the Hippos. How are you, Mark?
I'm good. Just finished my game. Pretty good.
Had a very good game, didn't you? Strong performance.
Good.
Yeah. This one's a bit closer. Either team can still win it. You've been watching the first half from the grandstand, so what are your thoughts on both teams?
I think the Wolves has been doing a really good job in defense. And, the Bulls obviously still in the game, so it's really hard to say at this moment. Oh,
And
nice shot!
big shot down that left-hand side from Dario Stern, the captain. Just nice screen there from his teammate, and just got the shot through.
Spectacular shot.
Yeah, off the bottom bar and in. And Wolves are back in possession. So I believe that the Bulls had a fast restart on that halfway line, trying to catch the Wolves out with changing goalkeeper. So the Wolves are back in attack again. Dario sending out to the right. Andreas sends it back in again. Cesari's looking for that feed through. It makes it through to David, who sends it into his teammate. But the shot is blocked. And it's still in. Bulls have possession. Stivo sends it through. But it's blocked. Gets it back. Sends it again. Poe's taking it down the field now. We've got 3 players in the middle. 1 ahead. Got the numbers. Wolves have got a few players back as well, though, so we'll see what they can do. Gazer's in the centre, feeds it through to Anthony, the captain, and he scores. Excellent goal. Great transitional play from the Bulls. Great work from the captain there. So still only 1 goal difference. Wolves in possession. 1 goal up. They're going to try and slow the ball down. Use the full 60 seconds on the shot clock. 3.5 minutes or so left, so Bulls might start being a bit more aggressive in defence, starting to push out, try and win the ball back. Coming down the right now is Dario. Blocked out, sends it down the middle with Andreas. Fortunately, a loose shot there. Doesn't quite connect with it. Turnover. Poe sends the ball out. Vladislav's taking it down the left. Just dribbling. Sending it all the way through. Keeps going. He's blocked by the defence. Sends it back out, but he stays in. Steve and Ollie are on the outside. Couple of passes between them. Just passing around the outside, just trying to see if they can get those inside players to create a bit more space. Unfortunately, a loose pass results in a turnover, so Wolves have the ball. Instantly again looking for that fast break. Bulls taking a little bit of time to get back, putting a bit of pressure up the field. I think there's been a call, they're looking to press now. Got a couple of players out. Paul just pulling a fake, now to Zing. Back over to Paul, coming down the left-hand side. And the goal. Nicely done from the German. It's the risk with playing 5 out. You leave your goal open. To really stick with your players.
Timeout.
And captain Anthony Berenson has called a timeout for the Bulls. So they're going to have a big team talk now. They're 2 goals down, with just under 2 minutes. What do you think Anthony's going to be saying to his team, Mark?
Obviously, they're gonna have to be aggressive in attack. They're gonna take the shot whenever they see the opportunity, no hesitations. And in defense, right, they have to come out. They gotta press. They have no time. Two goals down in 2 minutes. You gotta press. There's no other choice.
Yep. So we'll see the Bulls hopefully putting a lot of pressure on the Wolves for the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
Wolves, you're 2 goals up. What's your aim for the next 2? Try and hold the ball, play the shot clock.
Course, yeah, obviously on the other end, you gotta, save the ball, just run down the clock.
All right, timeout's finished. Both teams are getting back into position. Substitutes are taking a few strokes to get back off the field. They are allowed on for the team talk at the timeout, but they do have to make their way quickly back off as soon as the referees blow their whistle.
2 minutes left on the clock.
Bulls again keeping those inside players close together, trying to form that wedge to get that drive down the centre. Doesn't quite work this time, so they'll reset. Ollie in the center passes over to Gazer. Yes. Or a risky pass doesn't get through, so the Wolves have the turnover. There's a minute left, so they are going to make the most of that. They are 2 goals up. Bulls have now called the press, so they're going to come out and they're going to try and win the ball back. Working hard. And they have got the ball back. Stivo Hercule gets it. Sends it through to Gazer, who gets it through to Anthony Barronson, who gets the shot off, but it's blocked. Ollie looks for the shot and is also blocked, and it's out for a goal line for the Wolves.
30 seconds left on the clock. One-on-one opportunity. That's it.
And the goal is in. Lovely goal from Susing. 2 excellent goals this game from him. Bulls, 15 seconds left. 3 goals down. They're going to want to try and at least get 1 back. Get some goal difference in their favour for their future games. Oh, the shot's just off the bar. And that is full time. Last throw, not quite making it to the goal. So that is it for now for our 3 games. With that, finishing with the Wolves 7 and the Bulls 4. There are 3 more games coming up later. We have a little bit of a break in between. Games coming up are the Leader Tigers versus the Wolves, followed by the Commandos and the Blue Helmets. And last but not least, we have the Hippos coming up against the Bulls. We will see you shortly.